Today's wine is the Forbidden Vines Sauvignon Blanc 2017 Queen of Hearts from Marlborough, New Zealand. So a couple things that go into this wine that make this a little bit more special than maybe the other Sauvignon Blancs you may have tasted or had in the past. But this one specifically, coming from Marlborough, is made from one of the biggest names in New Zealand, which is Babich. Some of you maybe that are just starting to get into white wines might not recognize it, but Babich has historically been one of the best and most well-known winemakers in all of New Zealand. And this is actually their newest line of wines that they came out with. They make a couple different wines. I think they make a rosé and a Pinot Gris. But this is by far the most popular one and the one they make the most of to bring to the most people. So a couple things you need to know about this wine that make it maybe different, but also similar to the other wines you may recognize from this region. Something like Kim Crawford, something like Oyster Bay, things of that nature. It is Sauvignon Blanc. Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand. I don't think there's another grape out there that is the most recognizable. I think most people, when you think of New Zealand wines, not only think white wine, but specifically think of Sauvignon Blanc itself, which is kind of exciting. And that's mainly because of the cool climate, kind of the ocean air that coasts over the vineyards, and give that kind of natural minerality that you find in places like Sancerre, the Loire Valley, and some other regions in the world. What makes this the most exciting, a little bit more exciting, more approachable for the everyday drinker to me, is actually the alcohol level. It's actually pretty low. It's around 12.5, which makes it super juicy and lots of flavor. There's none of that kind of alcohol kind of heaviness on the back end that really hides it. So I expect when I taste it, I'm going to have a lot of that kind of stone fruit peachiness, a lot of that citrusy notes, and again, a lot of that kind of salinity and minerality that I find in places like Sancerre, just because this is a cooler climate style from what is more well known as a warm area. So on the nose immediately, something I enjoy more in my Sauvignon Blancs is I definitely get more of the stone fruit part. I always get kind of this peach ring thing going in Sauvignon Blanc, especially in New Zealand. But this one is much more of a lush, kind of riper style, and I think that's because the alcohol level is a little lower and it's a little bit more sun-kissed. Super juicy, great acidity. This is like the definition of a very crisp, clean, very, very flavorful white wine. Like I said, lots of stone fruit. There's still that kind of lemon limey kind of pith thing going on. But again, a lot of that kind of limestone-y minerality too. This actually wine really surprised me. It's super delicious. I mean, at the price we're going to sell it at, it's actually really awesome. And I think you guys will really enjoy it. Yeah, have fun.